Hi Taurus, thanks for joining me today and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot if this is the first time joining me here. And this reading is for the 17th of June and it's your love and your reading. Now before I jump in, I just want to say that the website is now up and running and if you want to check that out. And from there we'll be running some personal readings and you'll see the variety of different types there. It's this similar to what's going on here within the general readings, but on a personal level. And we're doing them for an introductory price of £25. So if you're interested or even just want to check out the website, then thank you. Okay, so let's look at these cards. Now, I'm going to use these cards first. Push these over to the side. Now, I'm going to split this in to two different readings. And I want that one there. The Emperor. Okay. Now, the first reading I'm going to have is I'm going to focus on yourself. What your personal path is, what you want to focus on, what may be hindering you. You know, what things are going on in your life. The next thing I'm going to do is go back to the start and I'm going to look at these three cards again and I'm going to look at them more on a personal level. This is going to be about love, your heartfelt interactions. So, this is going to say a lot about the person's personality, character traits, how you would interact with them. And then what I'm going to do is move on to this end deck here. And this came out extremely quickly. And this is going to be about some insight about what you need yourself within you. Alright, and the card that's came forward for that is home. Okay, now I'm going to signpost this for you and move the camera so you can see a bit better. And I'll be back in a minute. Bye. Hi, welcome back. And I've moved the camera for you. As you can see, it's a lot closer now. And let's dive right into this reading. And this is about your own personal path, your direction, what the things that you want to accomplish. This is what this is about. Now we've got three cards that have came forward for you. We've got the Emperor, Nine of Cups, and the Hanged Man. Now, the Emperor here. Do you have something that you really want to accomplish? You want to, be in control of, because that's what the Emperor is all about. About taking thoughts or a direction that is pretty chaotic. It could be that, you want to make more sense out of the path that you're going or the steps that you have to take to get to the goal that you want to achieve. And this card here is suggesting that the masculinity within you, the Emperor within you, the person who wants to be in control is dying to get out. Because this person wants to plan, wants to organise, wants to figure out the best way to get to your destiny safely. this is also about having a little bit of armour on as well, because there could be some naysayers, some people who doubt or, make fun of what you want to do. But, this person, this influence within yourself is the one that's saying that I'm in control of my own destiny. Doesn't matter what you think, because I'm the one that's in charge. And if I want to do something, then I'm going to do it. And the thing is that you do have a plan. You organise it, you break it down into steps. And that's what you're doing. You're breaking the first step down into steps. And you're building it like a ladder. And then you move on to the second step. You're building a set of ladders to get you to where you want to be, the pinnacle of where it is you want to be. With the Emperor energy here, nothing can stop you. Let's move on to the Nine of Cups here, because the Nine of Cups is about having the ambition to back up the organisation, the armour that you have on. There's also, you feel like, a little bit of luck in what you're doing. But if you have built the foundation here and have the ambition to go behind it, there may be moments where, yes, luck is involved, but I would think the majority of it is your hard-earned work. Now, the Nine of Cups here is about ambition, about striving, because the Ten of Cups is about being in a blissful place, happily ever after. And that's what you're striving for. You're striving for that pinnacle of happiness. You're doing all of the work with the Emperor in order to get to a place that you feel happy and love being in. Now, with the Nine of Cups here, there's also a little part of it that is saying to you, yes, you can aim for the Ten of Cups. You can look to having that happy ever after. But see what you have just now, it's pretty good. You have a lot of really satisfying, fulfilling parts to your life. You've built it up to be a long-lasting, path within your life. And that is the plan, the long-lasting happiness, and you are getting there. But look at where you are just now. Enjoy the moment today. And then we've got the Hanged Man here. Now, are you having a moment where you're realising that you are pretty close to reaching where you want to be? Are you maybe wanting to enjoy today a little bit more instead of striving so hard? And it may be that it's not the ambition that is causing the drive behind you, the slightly unfulfilled part of you, because you're striving for, the pinnacle of the best in everything. But this is a way of looking at things. And the Hanged Man is there to maybe advise you to look at it a little bit differently, to focus on just now, to look at the happiness that you have, the achievements that you've made with the Emperor here. And don't focus on tomorrow quite as much. Focus on today. Change your perspective and what's important. If you do that, then that change of attitude could take you down different paths. It could make your life just now a lot more fulfilling, down paths that you've never walked before, meeting people that you've never met. And it just opens up so many different worlds, so many different conversations and experiences for you that you would not have had if you'd kept yourself restricted on this ambitious plan. So yes, the message here for this part of the reading is, yes, have a plan. Yes, strive for what you want. You can aim as high as you like, but break it down into smaller bits and only move on to the next step, the higher step, once you've accomplished the one below it. And you will have luck, you will have love, you will have fulfillment in what you're doing. And yes, you've got ambition, yes, you want to strive to the highest height. But sometimes a detour with the Hanged Man here can take you down the most precious roads. Live for what you have today. Take love, enjoyment, happiness from each moment that you live. Alright, I'm going to leave this reading here and I'll be back in a second for your love reading. Hi there. Alright, let's jump in. Love, love, love. Now, don't know which side of this that you are going to be on. So you could be the masculine or you could be the feminine within this relationship. But let's have a look at the energies of these cards and you can decide which side you're on. Now we've got the Emperor here, and this is a very masculine card. This is someone who is very opinionated, very dominant. And they do like to take control. They do like to be able to protect. Oh, here goes my tongue again. Protect and provide for the people that they love. Now, with that love can, enter an overpowering person. Because once you get to know this person a little bit better, has that dominance stepped over a line? Do they expect you to do things instead of, maybe asking? Do they expect to get their own way so much that if they don't get it, then problems could arise? It could be that it gives you some resentment, that you are quite offended by, the expectation. It could be that it takes you down the path of being upset. But I don't think the Emperor, is very good with weakness. Crying, being upset. They don't know how to handle that. Because they're a rough, tough sort of breed. They put up with the harshest things in life and just think it's the norm. They don't look for pleasantries. And it could be that, that demanding, overwhelming attitude could turn from resentment into oppression, and from there into abuse. It could be so restrictive, emotionally, physically, mentally, financially. If there's so much that is within this card, within a personal context, character traits, within a love reading. Let's move on to the Nine of Cups here. And, there is a relationship here, there is a wish to be with this person. Because he is a cat, she's someone who, has great ambition, great organisation. They see what they want and they go for it. And you feel lucky that, this is someone who you can be with, can be around. So this really is the wish card, because it's the card closest to happy ever after. But what do you do when you get your wish? That you're in the beginning steps. Could be that it's a year, 2 years down the line. But it's still in the beginning steps. You're still really getting to know each other. Is the Emperor not really someone that you thought you knew? Was this not what you were expecting? Do you maybe feel a little bit duped here? That the impression initially is not the reality? They're not as nice as you thought they were going to be. They might look hot, but they might not be as good in bed as you think they're going to be. And it could be that the oppressive, abusive side of the relationship is something that presents its ugly head. So this Nine of Cups here may be a wish card, but is there a painful outcome at the end? One that you feel that you have no control within? And talking of control, the next card that you do have is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is about taking a moment's reflection, looking at the situation that you have got yourself into. Is it really what you want? It could be that, the relationship with this Emperor type, Emperor character, is what you wished for. It may not have been what you got. But do you feel stuck now with the Hanged Man? But the advice from the Hanged Man here is it's maybe not the circumstance that has to change, it's your attitude towards it. Once you change your attitude towards a problem and let go of the blinkers that you feel that the path that you have to walk down, then you can begin to turn your head and look at so many different options. Let go of the control, let go of the blinkers. You don't have to be stuck in a situation that you're not happy about, even if it was something that you really wanted. Because with the Nine of Cups here, what you want isn't always what's the best thing for you. So the advice here is to look at the relationship you have with this Emperor. Is it really not what you thought it would be, what you were walking into? Has the relationship, went downhill, not being as loving? And it's time to look at it. It's time to maybe let go of the restriction of the path that society and people round about you, and even yourself, religious, there's so many different ways in which people restrict themselves. Shake off those restrictions and look at what would be the best thing for you. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Now, the next section we're going to do is the part which is about what you need to maybe realise within yourself. Okay, let's jump on to that. Back in a sec. Hi there. Last bit. The card that's came forward for you is home. Now, this isn't really about a physical home. This is about how you interpret and perceive home to be within your heart, within your mind. And it does have a lot to do with how you grew up, your perceptions about what is good, what is expected, what is the reality that you had round about you in your developmental years. Home is that thought, that feeling, that state of mind. Some people had an absolute fantastic upbringing. They couldn't have been more loved, had, fantastic opportunities. And, that is something that they could continue to emulate then for people that they want in their life. They want those positive things within their life. But for some people, home was less than perfect. And it could be that it was someone that was overpowering in personality. It could be that maybe, the situation was that, the attention maybe wasn't there. That you're looking for someone to take care of you. And it could be that You know, maybe there's other issues that have, you know, taken place. Maybe, you know, someone was drinking too much, or maybe there was a bit of domestic violence, or, you know, there's so many different things that could be. So whatever it is that you think of when you think of home, this is what this card means. Whether it be negative or positive. When you are looking for partners or people that you want to have round about you, then you may go for the best that you feel you would get. I'm not saying this properly. You look for the idealistic partner or friends around you. But in some way, somehow, you seem to sabotage yourself in some way. You know, you reset to what was home, the version that maybe wasn't quite so nice. That you maybe look for someone who is going to protect you, defend you, you know, provide everything that you could possibly want. And you think that it's, you know, a wonderful relationship, a wonderful future that's going to come your way. But is there a part of you within here that is maybe finding it difficult to make wise choices? And that whatever has drawn you to this Emperor person is actually just drawing you to what your version of home is. Because that is what you are used to. You may be used to someone not treating you the best. So do you make excuses for that person? Do you accept those things? Is that home for you? And that's what this card is about. It's about asking you to look at what you accept as okay. Things that you've maybe picked up on from your parents, that they've picked up on from their parents. And all of those parts have been filtered down to yourself. It could be that maybe just in living within that environment, so many different things has filtered within you. And that then filters out onto your choices. It may be something that you've not realised. And maybe that's what this card is trying to draw your attention to. Especially if you have found yourself stuck in a relationship that you thought was going to be absolutely wonderful, but has turned out that maybe you have sabotaged yourself in returning to a situation that is not so wonderful. All right. Now, please be aware that this reading is transferable. The energies within these cards can be for you, they can be for the other person, or even something that's going on round about you, an issue for people that's very close within your circle. It could be that this may not reflect, because this is a general reading, but maybe just one of these cards or two of these cards do pick up something that's happening for you. And it's time to reflect, time to look at things and figure out if that's really what you want. Is that the path that you want to be on? Are those the people that you want to have around you? Maybe it's time to reset the home one. All right, I'm going to leave now. I've depressed everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye.